Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Here we go, 46, 26, 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Coney Ealy in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott to throw this time. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Go, get out there, get out there. Good.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Prescott now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
21's the will. 26.
Here's Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. That goes for a gain of 31. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here we go. 180. 2-8.
Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
second down. Here's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Prescott on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Detroit! Hey, we got 3 down. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Good. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Swing on the field, right. To the right. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
There you go.
And again, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
I know you feel that. Here we go, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun, down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Damon Harrison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Here go 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's a give to Barkley. Still going. They can't stop him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Gone. Detroit.
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And now running right through him. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and he's got his man. Beckham, touchdown Giants. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and this is back to an 8-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And New York set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Extra point try now for Suckup. Extra point put through by Suckup. And this is now a 1-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Prescott, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
No. Check. Patriot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. 4 down.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Detroit!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Detroit! Check 26, check 26. Watch him now, Barney!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They go to Elliott again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here you go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Alert!
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you